guys, welcome back to some more Eternal Evolution. In today's video, we're already in 21-15. That is right, guys. Almost halfway through chapter 21 at this point, making a ton of progression, and we are going to continue with the build of Leo. Actually push through the perimeter a little bit, made it through the soul mine quite a bit, got some more resources out of there, which means we actually have the ability to build out Leo. And I'm also going to change up a couple other things with him as well. He is my primary tank. So most of you know, I do have Oak. Now, I have tried to make Oak work through a incredible amount of building him out, skills, abilities, even got a bunch of his talents out. Overall, his survivability is not really there. I'm falling short without making progression. But since I have built up Leo a little bit more, been able to make a lot of progression, actually push through 2 chapter stages relatively easy. So again, we finally got some food. We're going to go ahead and build him out a little bit more. And there he is, guys. Wanted to build him out. Now, we don't have any more copies, but you can see we did pick up our second orb right there, which is going to take the place of an SSS hero, which means, boom, Gene Hybrid has the same effect as any identical hero. Are you sure you want to use it? Yes, we do, guys. And there is the Raging Wave. I'm going to look at a couple of his skills and abilities. We have to pick up a little bit more legendary food. Then we can actually build him up a little bit more, guys, because he is my primary tank right now. Again, we tried it with Oak. We tried it with Crete. Crete, unfortunately, I missed some of the copies of. I only have literally one single copy that we've gotten of Crete, but we haven't had the opportunity to really build him out too much. I'm hoping with the talents in here that, again, we have the ability. It looks like we're a little bit short, but I want to hop over to Oak. Again, tanking wise, guys, I'm going to reset the talents on him. I might not be able to, which there we go, guys. We can. Wanted to reset the talents on him because, again, I don't use him. I don't really use him. Survivability issues. I wish I could make him work. Even for where I have him built, guys, I can probably put a couple of the talents in there, but I really wanted to go ahead and activate the Raging Wave. Of course, gives us a little bit more power. And then going through, when the lower the HP falls, the higher the extra attributes the hero will get when covered by a shield, up to an 8% value. That is right, guys. If he is shielded, it is going to give some bonuses on there. Again, we can build him up a little bit more. Now, looking at his gear, we really focused on the Vigor gear, so we've actually built him out quite a bit. But you can see some of this gear is not ideal. And when you look at a 25.6% crit rating, pretty decent. But if you look at the whirlwind ability, guys, if you look at the ultimate ability, Leo spins his double blades and rushes to a target area, causing 240% damage to enemies along the way. Leo will not be affected by control. Passive effect, all damage caused by Leo cannot be critical strikes. That is right, guys. So when you look at the critical strikes right here, 25%, this is not going to make a difference because the critical strikes cannot happen with this hero with that ultimate ability. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to pick out a different Vigor set, which Zendaya I don't use at all. But seeing right here, guys, we have HP, we have attack, we have defense. That is going to be ideal, even though I know, again, I don't know how many mats I have to level it up. We'll get it there. So enchant it to max level 12, but that gives me 32% increased HP, guys. In addition, of course, it gives me crit damage because I don't need it, but HP went from 8% to 32%. Again, with him being my primary tank, I need to get some more really survivability on there, some damage reduction on there. So looking again, we have damage reduction, crit damage reduction, which I like. We could see what we would roll on that other one, accuracy and defense. I think I'm going to go ahead and replace this one. And again, we might be getting a little less attack. Accuracy not going to make a big difference. Damage reduction, even here, it's the same, but this is level 12. So we could have the opportunity again to kind of build this up a little bit more, focusing on the attack and focusing on what do we get. It is resist. I'll take it. Guys, even PvP aspect, but crit damage reduction, 6.9%, guys. Now, crit damage in this game, guys, if you want him to survive, you're going to have to really buckle down and make sure he doesn't get crit. And as you can see, guys, we can go through. We have attack, defense, accuracy, which is pretty decent. Even there, we have defense. We want the percentages. So as we do continue to build him up farther and farther, we want the HP, we want the big percentages that we have on there. Even with the current one that we have is HP and then crit damage reduction, but crit damage, again, that is not really going to do much of anything. So damage, we have attack, and then we have crit damage reduction and defense, but it has crit rate on it. Crit damage reduction, HP, and it gives us attack. You know what? I will take that one just for the simple fact that we're going to be boosting up the attack, more damage, more life leech. HP is going to get a buff. Crit damage is going to get a buff. And I don't think we have enough to get it. Oh, we do have enough to get it maxed out. Here we go, guys. And the final one is HP. So we got some more hit points out of there. Very, very cool to see. Again, the rest of these HP resist, crit damage, crit rate, both of those. Really nothing much to do with those. That is going to make a difference. HP defense, that's a pretty good build right there. And then we have defense, crit rate, again, crit rate, crit damage. Not really a big driving force there. HP plus 32%. Look at his HP, guys, 197. Boom, 266. That is a lot of HP on there. This pair I'm going to build out as well because we have double HP. There we go. We picked up some defense. Of course, we got crit damage on there again, but that's about re-rolling gear. I know I'm going to have to get into some of the white gear, guys. As you can see, going through here, even on all of my other heroes, I have one white pair right there, which is attack and then damage. So I'm going to keep the attack on there, which that's a pretty big radiant boot, guys. Even though, again, the crit damage not going to do that much, but we have defense on there and we have attack. I'm going to stay with the HP. I'm going to stay with the HP because, of course, the Vigor set adds HP as well, which we have triple Vigor sets on him. I think it's right behind the camera, but triple Vigor sets. But then looking here, guys, 640,000, almost 641,000 HP. Now, the only thing I really need Leo to do, guys, is hold the front line. Building up some more heroes, building up some healers, some support, working incredibly well. But we just unlocked this one. Now, interesting enough with the talent, there's no upper limit to the effect of the attack increase by reducing HP. You can see before we got that one, it actually capped his HP at this 30%. Now we remove the cap. So as we were building him out, guys, skill has life steal effect. He is his own healer, which is super powerful. This one, of course, increases the damage, but if he dies, if he takes lethal damage, he actually defies death and he has damage reduction. So not only stacking the defense on there, stacking the HP on there, but now he also does have a damage reduction. Now, another thing that I want to point out is when you go into the base and looking at the guild, guys, the class technology, I was building out the tank tree a little bit. You can see we actually built out a little bit right here of some defense, some HP. Overall, I'm going to see, which we don't have the ability to reset it, but I'm not going to build the tank tree anymore. Even looking at my lineup, guys, Zadia, I only have one copy of. We have Oak. That is it, guys. I don't use anyone else in this tanking tree. Seems pretty insufficient. So I built up the Vanguard quite a bit. You can see we got HP, we got some defense, we do have some attack, and then we got some crit just because we have a couple Vanguards in here that I'm using. You can see we have Artis in here and we have Leo in here. Crete I have as well, but again, with one copy, not really doing much at all. But I'm going to build this up a little bit further based on the HP. Because again, looking at the HP, the multiplication factor right here, very, very good for Leo to perform. Now, I want to hop in the story, guys, and show you kind of what I'm looking at. All right, guys, so here we are. So what I'm running, my team that I'm running is actually Leo and Artis up front. That way they can kind of split damage between the targets. I'm running Rhoda in here just for the simple fact that I have AoE. That way we can do some damage. For this artifact, if my Vanguards take damage, take critical damage, they'll actually shield. The shield is going to play into Leo and his abilities with the shielding effect that he has in there. This one, we're just running the prototype with the most stats. And then the final one is, of course, the shielding aspect again. Want to try to get the shield up on Leo. We could swap to one that does a little bit more healing, but I want to see exactly what we can do, guys, with the damage that Leo puts out in these battles. Because again, he puts out a big buff in the beginning, guys. Shielded himself up, and you can see Taylor is by far my strongest hero, damage wise, build wise, by far the strongest. But you can see, guys, Leo doing a lot of damage in here and having the ability to tank. You can see we actually have kind of 3 tanks on the front line, just because we do have our summoner right there, guys. We do have Leo in there, and then we have, oh, it skipped to the next battle, but we do have 3 solid tanks. That is the reason why I love running the summoner in there as well. Not only does Hatter do a lot of damage with the AoE, which was right there, but look at the damage Leo is doing, guys. I do not regret building him at all. And you can see we're going to make a lot more progression through here. Even though, again, Taylor is built way, way higher. Formation-wise, 1.5, 1.2. Leo, I need a tank to stay up front, and I need a tank to survive, guys. Support-wise, I definitely need some new support. You can see healing very low in here, but almost, 200,000 of the healing was even there with Leo with that whirlwind ability. Definitely loving him and going to continue to build him, guys. So, all right, so that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.